And Dr. Datta, there is a famous Shiv Mandir near Gorukuti where the eviction took place. It is said that the lands actually belong to this mandir were also encroached upon by the infiltrators. Can you tell us the chronology of the events that had taken place there?
Yeah, in fact, this district where the eviction took place, Dorong district in Assam, it boasts of a rich Sanatan past, sharing an ancient relationship with Hindu rishis like Agastya Rishi, Atri, Yagyabalka, etc. Its people have fearlessly, they have always stood up for the protection of their rights. And we must not forget that it was from the Mongoldoy Lok Sabha constituency in the same Dorong district that the Assam agitation had started in 1979 against the influx of illegal Bangladeshi immigrants into Assam. Now, coming to Dholpur, where the eviction took place, Dholpur is a riverine area with an approximately 25,000 acres of land. It is sandwiched between two streams of the Brahmaputra and comprising of several villages such as Puhratoli, Dholpur, Kurua, Kholihoi, and Baznapathar. But Dholpur has been at the center of several conflicts since the 1980s. Coming to the Shiv Mandir, it is a 5,000-year-old Shiv Mandir that is situated atop the nearby scenic Dholpur hill in the middle of the Brahmaputra. It is believed that the mandir was built during the 4th century by people belonging to the Nath Yogi and Kirat communities. The structure of the mandir was destroyed in the 14th century because of a natural calamity. According to historians, it was after this event that the Ahom kings began looking after this mandir for a long period of time. And later, other Nepali kings and a few kings of the Koch Rajbongshi kingdom as well, they were great devotees of this mandir. The Dholpur Shiv Mandir, it is one of the primary religious destinations of Hindus in Dorong district. The relics that can be seen in the mandir, they include various beautiful designs of stone architecture in the pillars and the basement, floral and animal motifs, brick walls, etc. The stone remnants of Dholpur, they could be dated between the 8th to 9th centuries AD, and the brick remains are assigned to the period between the 17th to 18th centuries AD. Land belonging to the Dholpur Shiv Mandir has also been encroached upon by the infiltrators. And during the recent eviction drive, 4 illegally constructed masjids were also destroyed in this place. The mandir is now under tight security arrangements due to the frequent eviction drives that have been taking place in this area since the coming to power of Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma. Going back to history, it began during the late 1970s actually, when many Bengali speaking Muslim families, they had migrated from Nagaon district in central Assam and settled in different areas of Dorong district, including Dholpur and Sipajhar, through land encroachment. Till 1979, there were only 37 such families who migrated from Nagaon. But by the end of 1981, several hundreds of families were settled in Dholpur by the then Congress governments at both the state and the center through different ways of land encroachment and, of course, political patronage. Their first target was the age-old Dholpur Shiv Mandir and its land. 180 bighas of land that belonged to this mandir were initially encroached upon. And later, the entire area, which amounts to more than 77,000 bighas of land, was encroached by thousands of families who were suspected to have migrated from outside the country. At first, the big trees inside the mandir complex, they were cut down and felled, and all valuables belonging to the mandir were looted by miscreants. Till 1979, the plain areas of the Dholpur hills, they happened to be the farmlands of people, mostly Assamese and Nepali Hindus, and hundreds of them, including their families, operated their dairy farms. They made use of their earnings from their dairy related activities to take care of the daily expenses of the Shiv Mandir. And therefore, this area is popularly known as Goru Khuti, literally meaning cow farm in English, Goru Khuti. Now, at the peak of the Assam agitation in 1983, at this time, Assam was burning day in and day out against the issue of infiltration from Bangladesh. Former Prime Minister Indira Gandhi visited this area where the eviction took place, and she expressed her solidarity with the illegal settlers. She arrived in Assam for a 3-day tour to inspect the refugee camps and also addressed a rally at a place called Saulkhua Sapori, which is adjacent to this Dholpur Shiv Mandir. And she later handed over tin sheets for the construction of houses, blankets, food, and other relief material to people who had come from various areas in Assam to settle at Dholpur. It
Right.
was on the 15th of February 1983 that the encroachers brutally killed several local Hindus of the area for protesting against the occupation of their lands by illegal intruders in and around Dholpur and Rangamati areas, causing massive outrage. A very important event which many people do not know, or they are not being let known about these facts. The head pujari of the Shiv Mandir, Shiva Das, he was killed by unknown assailants. Another pujari, Kartik Das, he escaped to a nearby village to save his life and property. The pujari who was dead, the deceased pujari, Shiva Das, he was declared as one among the 855 martyrs of the 6-year-long Assam agitation. Shockingly, in a very shocking incident, after the demise of Kartik Das, the other pujari, in the year 2011, he died in 2011, his widowed wife was forced to marry a Muslim man, and she and all her 3 children were soon converted into Islam. So the threats that are being continuously posed to the lives, livelihoods, and properties of the non-Muslims in Muslim-dominated areas, not just in Assam, but across the entire world, they do not require any further elaboration. And years later, these very Muslim settlers in Dholpur Gorukuti encroached upon the lands of the native inhabitants and began occupying more and more farming land that was owned by the locals, but who did not necessarily reside in the vicinity. And 10 years later, after this incident in 1993, the Congress government allotted 5 bighas of land each to 199 Bengali Muslim families in Puhuratuli. But the very next year, that is in 1994, this was found to be illegal as the area happened to be a VGR or Village Grazing Reserve.
Right.
Although eviction orders were issued, but no serious action was taken, and the illegal settlers continued to thrive all these years. In 2013, it was found through an RTI application that almost 77,420 bighas of government land had been encroached upon in this area. And 2 years later, in February 2015, the president of Dakshin Mangaldoi Gwala Sanstha had filed a case under the Assam Land Grabbing Prohibition Act of 2010 in the Mangaldoi District Court, seeking the immediate eviction of illegal occupants from the 77,420 bighas of land. Then it was in 2017, one Ananda Das of Kurua village. He was murdered by suspected illegal infiltrators and land encroachers. This gruesome episode ended with the eviction of 60 families from the area. In 2020, another person named Lalit Das of Kurua village went missing. It was later claimed by the locals that he had been killed by the illegal encroachers. Then in June 2021, 49 families were evicted by the district administration to clear 180 bighas of land claimed by the committee in charge of the management of the Dholpur Shiv Mandir. But locals claim that the evicted families returned to the same place soon after. But since its very first term in 2016, the ruling BJP government has pledged to remove encroachers from government lands and lands belonging to Hindu religious institutions. It formed the basis of the BJP's 2021 poll promise as well. The previous BJP government under former Chief Minister Shri Sarbananda Sonowal ji had carried out eviction drives to remove squatter settlements from the Kaziranga National Park as well, and also from those lands belonging to the Botadroba Than, which is the birthplace of Mahapurush Himanta Shankardev. And earlier this year, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma had announced that government lands all over the state would be freed from encroachment. And over 400 bighas, or roughly 132 acres of encroached land, have already been freed in Hojai, Karimganj, and Dorong districts. I mean, the real problem of encroachment of government land started assuming serious proportions since 1971. And the unabated flow of infiltrators from Bangladesh is one of the root causes of this problem. Land is the most valuable and prized possession for these infiltrators. And many a times it is also noticed that they are even ready to die than losing their land. I mean, the brutal attack on the state police forces by a mob of protesters using sharp weapons, sticks, and machetes during the Dholpur evictions is a case in point. They pelted stones at the police and began to attack them. And the common people who were present at the spot at that time were also attacked. It eventually resulted in 11 policemen and a few civilians too being critically injured. So this is the story actually.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.